If you've been looking at Windermere in Chestermere and wondering if it's really a good place to live, this is the conversation you need to hear. The truth is, Windermere is one of those streets that can quietly surprise you because it gives buyers a mix of family living, convenience, and that Chestermere lifestyle people move here for in the first place. Now, which city are you watching from today? Put it in the comments because I always like to see where people are watching from. And if you are thinking about moving to Chestermere, buying here, or just trying to understand where the smarter pockets are, stay with me because Windermere deserves a closer look. When people hear Chestermere, they think about the lake. That makes sense because the city of Chestermere still positions itself around the idea that life here is better by the lake and that the lake identity shapes how people feel about the whole city. But here is what matters. A good area is not just about being near something nice to look at. It's about how the neighborhood works for real life every single day. Windermere sits in the broader Westmere area, and that matters because buyers are not just buying a house here, they are buying into a pattern of living that feels more relaxed than many parts of Calgary, while still staying close enough for commuting and everyday needs. That is a big reason people looking at Chestermere. They want more breathing room. They want a place where a walk, a bike ride, or time near the water feels normal, instead of something they have to plan for once a month. Windermere fits that kind of buyer. It works well for families who want room to grow. It can work for move-up buyers who are tired of feeling packed into tighter city lots. It can also work for people who want to move settled neighborhood instead of buying into a brand new area where everything still feels under construction. That point matters more than people think. Some buyers love brand new communities, but others want a place that already has lived in feel, where streets look established, the layout feels proven, and the neighborhood has already shown people want to stay there. That is one of the quiet strengths of this part of Chestermere. It is not just about height, it is about usability. Now let me be straight with you. Just because a street is in a good area does not mean every home on it is a great buy. That is where buyers get sloppy. They hear a nice area name and assume every house is priced right. And that is all nonsense. You still have to look at the layout. You still have to look at the upkeep. You still have to look at what the house backs onto. You have to look at the natural light and the floor plan, how much updating has to be done, and whether the asking price makes sense against the competition. That is the difference between buying emotionally and buying smart. A street can be solid, but the wrong house, the wrong price is still the wrong move. The good news is that Windermere has the kind of appeal that keeps buyers interested because it offers real family value. It connects lifestyle with livability, and that is a strong position that neighborhoods that only sell a dream. Market shifts, interest rates move, buyer confidence goes up and down. But neighborhoods that offer practical daily living usually hold attention better than a place that depends only on hype. And Chestermere still has the biggest lifestyle pull. The lake, the parks, pathways, and the outdoor feel of help support the value story across the city. So if you're looking at Windermere, ask yourself the right question. Not is this street famous? Not did someone outline say it is hot? Ask this instead. Does this area make daily life easier, better, calmer, and more enjoyable for the way I actually live. Because that is what real estate should do. It should improve your day to day life, not just giving you a nicer listing photo. That is the kind of thinking that protects you from buying the wrong home for the wrong reason. And if you are selling in Windermere, here's the part many homeowners get wrong. They assume the area will do all the work. It will not. A good location helps, but pricing, presentation, and exposure still decide whether you create momentum or it sits on the market while buyers start asking what is wrong with the property. First impression still matters. First price still matters. And the first couple of weeks matter more than many buyers want to admit. So yes, Windermere in Chestermere is worth paying attention to. It has advantage of being in a well-known part of Chestermere, and its benefits from the large lake lifestyle and city is known for. It appears to attract family-oriented buyers looking for usable homes in established setting. That is a good combination. But the smart move is not to fall in love with the street name alone. The smart move is to understand which homes on that street give you the best mix of value, function, and long-term appeal. That is how you protect your money. That is how you avoid overpaying. And that is how you buy with confidence instead of hope. I'm Kevin Baldwin, and if you are thinking about buying or selling in Chestermere and you want straight advice without the fluff, reach out. And before you go, tell me this. Would you rather live closer to the lake or closer to schools and parks or closer to the fastest route into Calgary? Because in a place like Chestermere, the answer says a lot about what kind of home you should be really buying. Rate the story from 0 to 10 and enjoy the story. Leave a comment so we can keep the conversation going.